What's up, guys? We're your boy First Shock and Nice to Joke here, giving you guys a quick little transactions video here. The reasons why I'm doing a bit of a transactions video is just because I want to cover this, and plus this is an upload required showdown league, so I want to do everything that can be upload required if need be. And I feel like talking about my transactions is gonna be one of those things. Plus, I like it when Leo, aka Six What Hacks, does these type of videos because it gives you all a better thought process on why he made the moves that he did. And that's why I thought I wanted to do one. So real quick, you guys can see the original team right there. Ignore the numbers and stuff like that. I had that just for the things right here. So I felt like there were some changes we need to make this team that can make the team slightly better and it can take advantage of some certain things. So what we did was we took and we went for it and we did some stuff. So the mons I dropped off. So you see the original team being Celestial, Zygarde, Mega Medicham, Thunderous T, Vaporeon, Whimsicott, Chandelure, Skuntank, and Exploud. I think one of the weakest things about this draft was the fact that I had one mon that was sort of reliable on bringing Defog every single week, and Defog being an issue, but also just be very gimmicky and not be able to really take advantage of a lot of things for the team and stuff like that. I had some mons that were pretty much going to be basic Pokemon that didn't do this and that. I could have just done this and that. Excuse me. But I looked at what's on the board. I went with what I can go with, and I actually maneuvered some points around. And we made some new transactions. So the mons we did drop was Whimsicott, Chandelure, Exploud, and Skuntank. Skuntank, I really have lost a bit of an interest to. Exploud, I felt this team good, but I don't think at the end of the day it was really gonna work out. I wanted to work out, but didn't. Chandelure, I want to try this Pokemon. I honestly really do, but I just don't know how I see it myself trying to make it work on this team. And Whimsicott again is a good grass type, but it's not a good enough grass type that can really do a lot more than what a lot of gimmicks have it for. And I feel like we just couldn't be able to make it work. Excuse me. So I went and was looking at what I could get that replaces all the typings that I have right here, but I can make this team work. And I looked, and the first one I looked at was our new fire type. We went with Magmortar, aka Blaze Cannon. Now, I have used this in a league before, but I ended up leaving that league because that league was just dead and just really wasn't having like the proper type of stuff I would want to see. And in the 1 week we used Magmortar, it got a couple of kills and it was demolishing a person's team. It single-handedly pretty much took out or weakened about half of the opponent's team by itself with the set I had. So this mod is very good. I know it can be good. And I think this was a bit of a better fire type because it gives me a fire type with a little bit more diversity in its move pool, with a slight difference between its move pool and in terms of offense as well. But overall, I think this just gave me a better fire type for my team. Slightly faster, bit stronger, or a little less stronger, whichever one you want. Like, and the option for potential priority with Mach Punch and Belly Drum. So overall, I think Magmortar is really good. I'm really excited to have it. To replace the dark and fiery typing we lost, we picked up Grimmsnarl again, which I won't talk too much because you guys always know what Grimmsnarl does. Grimmsnarl, I definitely think I'm going to try to use little bit, pretty much more as a support Pokemon for this league, for this time around, instead of trying to run it offensively, because I feel like support Grimmsnarl can really, like, it easily forces coaches. Excuse me, it easily forces coaches to run Defog against my team. 100% every single time, or forces a Pokemon to have to carry the move Brick and waste a move slot. Grimmsnarl is also a really good offensive dark plus fairy type, which can counter a lot of typings offensively. So overall, I felt like Grimmsnarl was a better fit for this team. I think it's gonna be really, really good. To guarantee we still have Haz removal, I went with Delsmize here. I have not used Delsmize really ever. I think I may have drafted that like one time, and that was it. But Delmai is obviously going to be the rapid spin that I really need. Can give us a really good, relatively reliable assault vest user. It also gives me a mod with 3 stabs with having steel worker. And I felt like this was a grass type that could really benefit our team slightly more for a bulk aspect than Whimsicott, yeah. Excuse me. And I felt like it was a much better fit for our team now instead of Whimsicott for what we could have done with it. Even though Whimsicott could have gave us some cool, funny shenanigans stuff that we could have done. And up next, we went with Trash, Garbodor. Also, Dalmice's nickname will be Yarg. And Grimmsnarl is obviously Ganon. But I went with Garbodor getting access to some hazards, which we really didn't have beforehand in the team. We had, I believe, not even a Stealth Rocker, but now we have Spikes plus T Spikes, which is really good in terms of hazards. So now we have some hazards that our opponents have to prep for and are forced to have to think about running removal on against our team. So that's really good. Overall, and Garbodor's not that bad of a Pokemon itself. It can hit kind of hard offensively. It's a decent enough, somewhat wall in some matches. And just overall, it's not the worst poison type, but it's definitely not the best. And as for the last pick, which was an add-on pick now, I went with the Wombo Clause. You guys don't know we have a thing called the Wombo Clause, where if you draft a one-pointer Pokemon, that one-pointer is allowed to Dynamax and is not restricted to any item. It can Dynamax freely and it can be free. And with whatever was left at 1.2, there was two mons I was thinking of going for. One was Seeking, because of the fact that Seeking gives me another water type, which is not the greatest, but it gives me an electric immunity with Lightning Rod, and can give me a mon that can set up the rain with Swift Swim. I was so tempted to go with Seeking, but I ultimately decided on our boy Longneck the Giraffe. Now, I went with Longneck for the fact that yes, paired with Psychic is not the best thing, but it gives me one that's neutral to dark, one is weak to dark. One is weak to ghost, one is immune to ghost. So I feel like the typings worked out still. I still got a normal type and all that. And plus, Girafarig got a decent enough move pool here. It's got access to good physical coverage, special coverage. It's got some it got some tricks up its sleeve in terms of what it can run and do. So I don't think it's like the worst pick we could have gotten. But for using a mod like in Dynamax, it's pretty good. It does give us a grass immunity, which is really good. If we are running like a physical set, which we possibly can do and stuff like that, then we can run inner focus that we're immune to intimidate and all that stuff. So, and also with having early bird as well, can certain matches could really come in handy. So I feel like Girafarig was a pretty good fit for this team, and I think it's going to be decent enough for this team. And yeah, that's it. About it. That's the transactions. Like I said, I want to keep this video relatively short and simple. If you guys did watch this video, then you can go ahead and leave a like if you want to or not. But definitely show your support to your Iowa Jolteons in the MLG because we're going to have to try our best to really bounce back and try our best to be able to go forward and do everything we can to win this season. But yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.